Alright. So, we need to make room, over here while all this is growing. So, this is the part where I spend, like, a good amount of time just digging this out and ignoring the fact that, if I just, like, left this as is, it'd be a lot less work. So we'll just get all the, dirt for this first layer of 4 out of the way. Just try to get this, like, knocked out slowly. Like, if you work on things in, like, layers, like, it gets done a lot faster. But it is, like, a consistency thing. Alright, now we have to switch over to working with stone. We actually do need the cobblestone from, like, clearing these areas out. Because cobblestone, unfortunately, has sort of become something I've avoided collecting because I don't do strip mining anymore. And I used to get all of my cobblestone through strip mining. Now it's like, no, you're gonna have to find other ways to do that. And there is a way to actually get a lot of cobblestone. Now that I think about it, but I don't have the way to currently do that. And this coal is actually going to have to go into a coal chest. So I actually am stockpiling coal as a building block now, because I use charcoal. I use charcoal. Charcoal is more environmentally friendly, and also a heck of a lot less inconvenient for me to gather in mass amounts. Alright, so let's clear this out here. So I have yet to decide what we're gonna put next to this birch tree farm here. But I figured, you know what? We'll decide when we get to it. Like, I'm thinking it would be a good idea to have, like, separate areas for my farm animals. And preferably right now, the number one thing I really need is cows. So that is definitely going to be high up on our priority list. But once we fill up my inventory, I think we'll call it quits in regards to working on this whole birch tree farm area today. Because the birch tree farm is what I want to get done in the first 20 days of this current 100 days. Like, that's just a personal preference. Like, it's not like an actual goal or anything, but it's something I would prefer. Also, like, opening up these spaces reveal, like, tiny little, like, secret alcoves where, like, all sorts of random nonsense spawns. Like, I think I may actually end up having to, like, kidnap random villagers and... just forcing them to work for us. And force them to work for us. So let's fill this in here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, let's see here. Let's, think about what we need here. Because I was drawing a blank there on, like, what I was planning on doing. And I need to, like, just cut this entire hill down. But I don't want to do that all in one day. Because this is not exactly convenient to cut down. That does remind me, we do need to make a trip over to our iron farm. Like, I know some of those trees are still growing. So there is that. There we go. So let's deposit what we don't need in here. Much of our dirt is going in here. And I almost have 8 dirt chests. Nice. That's not something to brag about. Alright, let's grab everything out of these chests. Haven't quite set up a gold chest yet. I guess this will be where my gold goes for now. We do need a lot of gold for one of my future projects, but that will require a lot of work. And as for bronze, I mean copper. Copper has like this unique place in Minecraft where it's useful, but it's also not useful. It's useful for a couple of like redstone things and decoration, but other than that, it's kind of a pain in the butt. And I am not waxing my copper because I'm actually intending on it being fully oxidized over there. And I should replace these with jack-o'-lanterns, but I haven't bothered yet. And would you look at all this beautiful iron? It's nice. Let's make these into blocks. And grab all these poppies. Any poppies in here? No? Okay. So, iron is definitely something I'm gonna spend a lot of time collecting. So, I've made it pretty clear that at some point I fully intend on making as many beacons as possible. And I intend on, like, replicating, like, Tango Tech's, sort of, entity cramming wither farm in the nether at some point. But that's a long ways off. And I don't see that happening at least until later in the year. But stockpiling these blocks of iron is definitely the way to go. So let's go ahead and sleep. I got like 49 minutes on my download for Smash Brothers. So, okay. Let's go ahead and start chopping down trees. And all of our saplings are going to end up going into... All of our wood is going to go into working on the projects. And I am going to have to get off my butt and... like, make sure I grab everything. Because, realistically speaking, if you really wanted to do this quickly, you would go ahead and, like, set up a ton of, like, a sort of collection system. But there's no convenient way to do that. But I really do just need to, like, go through here and collect as much as I can. Because, I am gonna have to go through and, like, create some sort of, like, walkway around here. Like I did over there this morning. For the oak farm. As for the jungle system, so here's my plan for when I deal with jungle stuff. So I plan on setting up a collection system for my jungle stuff, and I plan on clearing this area out over here and using that as like an area where I can like just grow and chop jungle trees and not have any major issues. Because there are some trees that are just not worth the hassle of growing like this. Like, this farm is one part practicality, because growing a ton of birch trees all at once in nice neat rows like this is efficient. But there's also some looks to it. Jungle tree farms? There's no convenient way to actually get up and about doing this. So at the bottom of these, like, at the bottom of the river here, what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to put beacons at, like, the bottom of the river. Just for the sake of convenience. But all of this birch wood is going to end up going into, setting up the, like, area here. Jungle wood is still going to be used in, setting up the walkway. Because I use jungle wood for, like, mass building projects. Like, I hate to say it, but Junglewood is the one resource I can get the most of in very little time. So, Junglewood is, at the end of the day, the most efficient way for me to, like, get this set up and going. And there's also the fact that I'm using, like, jack-o'-lanterns, which are pretty close in coloring to, the color of, each other. God, like, I sometimes blank on, like, what I want to say, and it's a problem. Like, I would not be surprised if this becomes a problem later, where I blank out on, I have an idea, and then I blank on it when I go to build it. Alright, there we go. So, as far as saplings go, I am pretty much good on saplings. Which brings me to our next thing. In order to get as much birchwood as possible, we're gonna go ahead and plant as many of these in a straight line, and we are just gonna collect a good chunk of these. There we go. So, we need a lot of birchwood. And that's gonna have to settle for now. Because I need to pretty much get the area around here, like, settled in a manner that we can do that. So we will cut out the outline here of the of where birch needs to go. Whoops. Somehow I have dug certain things out of existence. But that happened. Alright, there we go. And this will be birchwood planks. But right now I kind of got to get all of this out of the way. I know, this seems ridiculous right now, but it'll be very helpful in the future. So, let's, Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is all off. This is out of alignment. Oh, no. This is terrible. This is a crisis. I have catastrophically screwed up. Okay. Fine. We can fix this. We can fix this. We'll just gather all this up here and be real quick like. We have catastrophically screwed this up, but we can fix this. This is not a big deal. Just frustrating. Like, I knew this was gonna come back to haunt me at some point. So let's grab all these jack-o'-lanterns and set about fixing what went wrong. We're gonna fix what went wrong. Like, ASAP. Like, silly mistakes like this are what costs me, like, a good chunk of my time. And I hate it when I do things like this, because I know for a fact that, this totally could have been avoided. Like, there's this trope in writing called, we could have avoided this. And this is one of those times where it's like, yeah, we could have avoided this. Big mistake, buddy. Good job, buckaroo. Alright, there we go. Alright, go ahead and put these back where they need to go. Alright, let's go ahead and finish digging this out here. We need to finish digging the outline here out so it doesn't become a major issue. There we go. Now let's go ahead and put down all of these birchwood planks. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. And I will have to go through and, like, clear out all of the, Oh, there's a creeper right there. Knockback, baby. God, that is so satisfying. Like, people have no idea how satisfying that is. But let's go ahead and sleep. Day 307. Like, I should be able to get this done by, like, day 312. At least that should, in theory, be all we need. Alright, there we go. And... we're almost done here with the outline. Okay, there we go. Outline is finished. I can just go ahead and mine this out here real quick. Like, I can say I am happy with what I got here. Obviously, I'm gonna need more, birchwood, but this is fine. This is 64 trees. It works out.